more than 130 young scientists from Europe and countries outside the EU will be taking part in the 21st European Union Contest for Young Scientists, organised by the European Commission Directorate General for Research. Arriving in Paris at Charles de Gaulle Airport, they are met by organisers and taken first to their hotels. The competition is to be held in the magnificent Palais de la Découverte, an appropriate location as the aim of the museum is to demonstrate the role that science has played. In the words of its creator, nothing new could be hoped for, nothing could change destiny except research and discovery. These young scientists are some of the best students in Europe. They have beaten over 30,000 hopefuls in their own countries in national science competitions and now want to win one of the main prizes and be recognised as European Young Scientist of the Year. So what are their first impressions of the competition?
Well, the competition seems really very amazing because the level seems so high, and I already talked with some other guys and they are really nice. And the projects are really very interesting. I think it will be really a great time.
It's great, and I suppose you get to meet people with the same interests as you in science and talk to them, you know, from different countries. So it's great. It's been great so far.
It's really interesting, new experience. I like.
Oh, it's an excellent experience. I really enjoy meet so many people with which I share interest with them.
I'm really enjoying it. It's really exciting to see what's coming out of students. It's really amazing work.
Yeah, it's really interesting because it's very big and so many different cultures, and it's very exciting to talk to the people from the different countries and all over the world. It's cool.
Just being with other people excited about science and really just being good at something. It's very interesting and very inspiring.
People are very friendly here, so I've talked to a lot of people around the booth, and it was very good.
It's really interesting, and yeah, I'm a bit excited at the moment.
There are projects from biology, medicine, engineering. There are environmental science, looking at ways of to improve the environment we live in. Security for your house. Some of them are almost inventions that you could imagine being sold. Just everything is here, everything.
The quality of the projects is really high, and that means a lot of work and a lot of persistence from the students. They are good workers, very bright students, and very focused on their research. I think that is the kind of student that is here.
The first day of the competition, students are assessed throughout the competition by a range of judges. The judges are themselves top-rated scientists from all over Europe. What do the students think the judges will be looking for?
I think the judges are looking for originality and just something a little bit clever.
I think they're looking for the most innovation project which can contribute to something new and can bring a real significant change to quality of human life.
On the technical part behind, and maybe how it sells in the market. And
I don't know yet. I can't imagine, right? Because it's very different from the German contest. So I just hope it will be fun to talk with them and discuss with them.
I think they are looking for people who got fresh ideas and open mind.
Of course, they're looking for basic scientific work, so that you did your experiments correctly, you cite your sources, and these basic things.
The projects we mainly look for originality and clear reasoning and their facility to communicate and his scientific spirit. I believe that all the projects are very important, but the process they were in to get the results, it is more important.
I like to see science. I like to see a problem, a hypothesis, a test, and a conclusion. It's a story, really, and I like to see this. The perfect student will be intelligent and enthusiastic and brave. They will know that to do science you have to take a little bit of a risk, an intellectual risk. You have to stick your neck out a bit. You don't just do something that you know will work, you do something which might not work, and then you find out how to make it work. So I'm looking for that creative spark, that bit that pushes things a bit further forwards.
There are also special talks and lectures put on for the students throughout the competition.
One of our ideas here at the Young Scientists Contest is to actually show what the researchers do in their research, and just to inspire the young people that a career in science is interesting, is fun, and that they can use their curiosity to answer the big questions for human mankind.
Where I have to be able to remove moth.
And then, at the end of a hard day's work, the students are taken on a sightseeing boat trip through the centre of Paris.
Mesdames, Messieurs, le commentaire va commencer dans les secrétaires dans quelques instants. Ladies and gentlemen, the commentary is going to start in the earphones. Señoras y señores, el comentario comienza en los audífonos.
And on an evening trip to the Eiffel Tower, where they have time to relax and socialise. The projects are divided into scientific fields. There are projects in biology, chemistry, engineering, environment, mathematics, physics, and social, medical, computer and earth sciences.
The introduction of exotic species is the second leading cause of loss of biodiversity. So we thought that it would be very important for us to monitorize the colony, to see if the population is growing or decreasing its size, to see if it's a threat to our native species, and to compare its biological cycle to the US cycle that is its native country.
We followed many procedures, and we catch the butterflies and to make the statistics like the abundance of males and females, and we found out that unlike what happens in America, in Portugal, it's different because we caught more males than females.
Basically what our project is about is a test for somatic cells, which are white blood cells, and these cells are released by the cow to fight infection, and we invented a homemade test to test for these somatic cells using washing up liquid. When the surfactant or the washing up liquid is added to the milk, it makes it thicker and slows it down when it's flowing. So when it flows through something like a needle, it'll go a lot slower, and when it goes slower it gives you your indication that this cow is high in cell count, and the farmer knows then to keep out the milk instead of leaving it in with the rest of the dairy produce.
In my project I tried to produce hydroxylapatite, that is substance which is chemically similar to mineral components of bone and hard tissues in mammals. Traditionally in science use commercial materials, but I decided to synthesize my products using natural sources. For example, these cockshells can find in nature. Also, eggshells are like wastage in bakeries and restaurants. In Latvia, hydroxylapatite, for instance, is used for water purification and in middle ear implants.
It's as far as I know, the first plane on Earth that can fly as well as forward, as well as backward, and can reverse direction in flight. First, it flies like a normal airplane, like a conventional airplane, up in the air. And there it can make a transition into a canard, so the thrust will be reversed. The wings are shifting, some winglets will be extended, and so weight will be adjusted to adjust the center of gravity, and a kind of new plane will be up in the air from one moment in the other. So it's kind of transition that happens within a fraction of a second.
We worked with gold nanoparticles, and we investigated a phenomenon called plasma resonance. And if you have such gold particles in a solution, the solution is colored red because the particles absorb green light. And our aim was to produce the particles on our own and to change the color by changing the geometry of the particles. And we used our results from this to make an application in optics. So we wanted to build a phase-shifting plate using these gold particles by fixing them in a plastic.
Meanwhile, the jury meet behind closed doors. Theirs is now the important and exciting task of deciding who the final winners are going to be. So what do our young scientists think of winning the competition?
Winning a prize is very important normally, but in this contest I have seen so great thing that I'm here to meet other people first and just to participate.
The prize really, I would say, is a side. I mean, it's been enough for me to actually be able to experience France, experience Europe in general.
If we are winners, I would be very happy.
Maybe we win. Maybe. I cross the finger.
I don't know how can I say. We said in Hungary, is the point on the E letter, or it's a cream on the cake.
Then, at the end of their third day, they have the opportunity to listen to some lively yet positive views on science via a roundtable discussion with scientific celebrities.
Many of those present here tonight in this hall will at an early age have felt an intense interest in one or another area of scientific research. Open-mindedness which extends to all manner of human relationships, and a taste for unrelenting toil far removed from the floodlights of the instant ephemeral glory. These in short appear to me to be some of the lasting characteristics the study of science bestows upon those whose education would have afforded even a limited access to the methods, the truths and the paradoxes of science.
And now, the moment all the students have been waiting for, the finale. There are other special prizes awarded by the organisations that help sponsor the event. These include trips to the organisations to see firsthand the work they do. But all eyes are on the main prize of European Young Scientist of the Year.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So the first third place prize, there are three, goes to Omri Lesner from Israel. The second third place prize, it goes to Aaron Hanyadi from Hungary, walking through a piece of time with a timepiece. The third place prize from Germany, named Stefan Strobel. The first second place prize is a prize that goes to physics, and it goes to the host country, France. Elodie Aubenel, Jeremy Dargent, Arnaud de Richecourt pick up a cosmic wink. So the second place prize, actually there is no 1, 2, 3, they're second place prizes. This is an engineering project, a very original one. From representing Malta, Philippe Cardona, with a cappuccino logo printer. So the next second place prize is in the field of earth sciences, from the country of Spain, Sara Vima Grau. The reproduction of Catalan Romanesque. The first place prize, representing Ireland, Liam McCarthy and John D. Callahan, for the milk production project. So the next first place prize, a physics prize called Vikranos. From Switzerland, Fabian Gaffner. Well, there's one more first place prize to be won. It's a physics prize. That narrows it down. It comes from the country of Poland. Please congratulate Alexander Kubica and Viktor Ilevsky for the spiral zone plates.
And for those lucky winners, straight into a press conference with journalists wanting to know more about these newest European young scientists of the year.
But obviously we're only 15 and 14, so we're very young yet to be going down that road. We're still in school, but that would be the plan for the future, yeah, to bring out a kit of some sort.
It's very important for a woman to not to avoid science, because some women are lost when they are in high school maybe, or...
It all is based on real enthusiasm in model airplanes and real airplanes, and also on just experience.
It's a really good thing to be here. So it's one of the best thing in my life. So everybody have to try this competition. So.
To win the first prize, it was super. It's really hard to explain how we feel, but it was brilliant, and we weren't such expecting it. We were hoping maybe to get a prize, but we're delighted with our first prize.